What a dramatic day. What an extraordinary reversal. An emergency statement that nobody saw coming. This after meeting his boss yesterday at Chequers, her country residence. And an extraordinary thing for a chancellor to be announcing the scrapping of his predecessor's budget, which was only announced when? 3 weeks ago. Absolutely extraordinary. And the comments, not just within politics, but across the board that are being made here, as you say, though, to try and restore calm in the markets and, Jeremy Hunt underlined, the public. So in this surprise statement, he announced the scrapping, the cancelling, almost of all the tax measures announced in that mini budget, announced by Kwasi Kwarteng, the first chancellor. And 3 days into the job, he is telling us that one of the absolutely crucial planks of the political programme of Liz Truss was very much looking at an energy guarantee with the war in Ukraine and the hike in electricity and gas prices. And what does Mr. Hunt announce this morning? The review to that help that the government has promised or had promised with energy bills, electricity and gas for 2 years. That is now no longer guaranteed. In fact, it's scrapped. The only guarantee is in this landmark Truss policy is that that price guarantee will only remain universal until April. It will then be reviewed, we understand, targeted and then capped. So this announcement's bringing forward measures from an economic plan that we had expected on the 23rd of November, then that was brought forward to the 31st of October, and then this emergency statement this morning, then a statement this afternoon in the House of Commons. He will be answering not just the opposition, where there is huge disquiet, questions, but also that of a very divided and worried and mutinous Conservative Party, although you wouldn't know it, it has 70-plus majority in the House of Commons. And the new mantra is very clearly stability, 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 and confidence. That's the only way, he says, that they'll be able to have growth. So the warning that he gave at the end of his statement is also ominous, where he said there will be more difficult decisions on tax and spending, I'm afraid.
Since he made that announcement, Benedict, we had the Prime Minister Liz Truss, who put out a statement on Twitter. I'll just read a bit of it out to you, where she said the British people rightly want stability, which is why we are addressing the serious challenges we face in worsening economic conditions. As you said, the previous mini budget was put out 3 weeks ago. Those conditions have pretty much stayed the same for 3 weeks. How will all of this, reflect on the Prime Minister, these efforts to calm the markets? Will they keep her safe in her job, essentially?
Her job is not safe at all. Technically, it's safe for a year. Those are the current rules of the Conservative Party, but that can be changed. And there are growing calls, indeed, within her party. There were already, during the weekend, the plotting is alive and well. People meeting outside Parliament, in the corridors of Parliament, on the phone, WhatsApp, pizza parties, the lot. Names of successors, her leadership rival Rishi Sunak, the Defence Secretary Ben Wallace. Them not making direct statements about anything like that, but clearly the plotting, the campaigning is extraordinary, and Trussonomics is dead. So the big question that's being asked within Parliament is, what is the point of Liz Truss? What is she? Her whole premiership has gone out the window. It's been scrapped, put in a shredder, deleted. So politically, this is extremely expensive, extremely humiliating, say most MPs. The opposition, of course, saying this just shows the level of incompetence. The polls show when Labour is between 20 to 30 points ahead. How long more can this embattled Prime Minister survive? She's 40 days into this job. She's being heavily criticised from within her own party, and she is fighting to keep her premiership. Make no mistake, we'll see how this plays out.